need to. We are putting that at the beginning of the video. Sharpay. I hate that movie, but I can't help but do it now every time I gotta, focus.
I am judging you so hard right now.
Ooh, baby. Anyways, this is Cinnabon 18, and I'm here with my brother,
I'm BonJohndy.
and this is our review for Black Widow. Black Widow is the newest MCU film, and what'd you think of it, John?
I liked it.
I liked it as well.
Okay, so we both liked it. Well, review over. Goodbye, everybody. I'm kidding. So, Aaron, what did you like about the movie?
They serve beer at the movie theater.
About the movie, not the movie theater.
I liked that they had beer during the movie at the movie theater.
Okay, well, what I liked about the movie is that, unlike another Marvel film, Captain Marvel.
Hey, I have a poster for that movie.
I was just coughing, though. I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
Anyways, other than another Marvel movie, Captain Marvel, I felt like this movie was a really good, strong movie for portraying women. Like, it showed women being like very strong, very powerful, and not feel as
Preachy.
not preachy, wooden. Like, the characters in it were not like, oh, I'm already super strong and powerful. I could beat anything already. It was like, no, it showed showed women like going through a struggle and actually overcoming it. And I thought that was really good and just
And
really
I have
awesome.
no opinion on this matter.
And if I'm saying something stupid, please let me know. I apologize.
Let
Actually,
him know, not me.
No.
I am the owner
directly
of the channel.
go onto the comics, type out your complaint, and I will personally receive it and message you back.
No, it won't.
No, it won't. But it'd be fun for him.
Hey, anything helps with engagement.
All right.
But yeah, in all seriousness, I liked the movie. I had trouble kind of dozing off a little bit. Again, they served beer at the movie theater. And I had to go to the bathroom.
Because of the beer he drank.
Yes. Hey, it was only one.
What was the drink that you had?
It was a regular beer.
Well,
No, they did have a specialty drink there,
Yes.
though, that somebody we were with ordered. It was called a Romanoff, which was a Smirnoff vodka, I believe, Kahlua, butterscotch schnapps, the Keenat brand, and half and half. Pretty good. A little strong, but pretty good.
I wouldn't know. I don't drink.
Surprisingly, yes, this guy does not drink.
No.
If you dealt with him on a regular basis, you'd be really surprised. Yeah. But in all seriousness, what I liked about the movie was that it was an MCU movie. I haven't got one of those in like 2 years, so it's like, do I like it just because it's an MCU movie, or do I like it because I actually like it? I can't tell. I'm gonna watch it again, so I'm going to watch the movie again. Hopefully I'll form more of an opinion on it, but I liked it. I liked the action. I liked some of the story bits, but I was kind of, again, getting a little tired during the second half. No, it wasn't the second half. It was the middle half, which is technically the second third.
You mean the second act?
Yes. There was popcorn at the movie theater.
But another thing about this movie, it had Russian accents, which I am terrible at.
Oh gosh, no. We're gonna get so canceled for this.
What do you mean? Hey, if Florence Pugh could try it, then why can't I?
Because Florence Pugh is a good actress.
Yes. She's okay.
She was in Midsommar. Midsommar was great.
That movie was just a serious version of Wicker Man. There was no Nick Cage punching a person in Midsommar, thus makes it less. And also,
but you know
there
what
wasn't
did?
bees!
You know what Midsommar did have? Florence Pugh.
Also had some other things that really shouldn't be mentioned on this channel.
Yes.
And not Nicolas Cage. But it did have Chidi, though. But he was a jerk.
Chidi wasn't a jerk in that movie.
Yes, he was.
For those of you who don't know who Chidi is from The Good Place, one of the main guys from The Good Place, and his character's name was Chidi. His actual name's not Chidi. I don't know his actual name, but he is and will always be Chidi. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yes. No, he was a jerk because he just goes...
No, it was the dude who got his nutsack bitten by a spider from Where the Miller who was the jerk.
They were both jerks, but both of them were jerks because he just goes, oh, you don't know what's going to happen? I'll just wait to tell you.
Chidi was not a jerk. But anyways...
Because there's a terrible thing that he knows was about to happen, and he's like, it'd be funny just to see what your reactions will be. And spoilers, it's a disturbing thing. Well, at least to us.
Anyways, now the Midsommar tangent is over. It's over. Go watch Midsommar if you haven't. Maybe not if you're under the age of 17. Or maybe not if, you get easily scared or grossed out.
Or if you're a nun.
Yes. Whatever that means. Yeah. So, the acting was good. It had the dude from Stranger Things, David Harbour. It had Rachel Weisz, which I always thought her...
I thought her name was Rachel Wise.
It's Weisz. That's how they say it in Oscar coverage. That's how I'm saying it.
Alright.
She's married to Daniel Craig. Or as I like to call him, Daniel Craig. My apologies. That was my bad attempt at a joke. But yeah, Rachel Weisz was good. I mean, she's not as good as she was in The Favorite. And The Favorite is spelled with a U in that movie. Because it's British.
Florence Pugh was...
Florence Pugh, the person that's married to JD from Scrubs. Not married. She's dating JD from Scrubs.
Yeah. That person.
His name is Zach Braff.
Shut up.
How did you not know his name was Zach Braff?
I knew it! Just shut up. I just couldn't think
He's not JD from The Good Place. He's Zach Braff.
He's JD from Scrubs, gosh darn it. Please tell me I'm not censoring that.
No. He was in Garden State.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the much more known property.
I mean, Garden State was really well known. It was at Sundance and everything.
Yes, but Scrubs is just more known. There's a podcast of Scrubs now.
There's a podcast of everything.
Not of Garden State.
You have me there. Garden State was one movie. Scrubs was a TV show. But Garden State is more well known in film circles.
Okay. Anyways.
We have talked about...
Pew! Pew, 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 pew!
We have talked about Black Widow out of this review for only 5 seconds. Can we please get back on track?
I was doing that, but you kept interrupting me. Florence Pugh. Her accent was interesting.
I mean, she's British in real life.
It kept going in and out at times, and you could tell it was an accent.
So did Elizabeth Olsen.
And here's the thing.
People
They
like
showed-
Elizabeth Olsen.
Okay. She's doing an accent of... I'm not saying I like her accent either. But hers is a made-up country. So it's like, yeah, of course it's going to be weird.
But
or
it's
something.
based off of real countries.
Yes. Okay. No, this is my problem with it. You didn't let me finish. My issue with Florence Pugh is that she's... I guess, spoiler, she's younger than Black Widow.
That's not a spoiler.
And they show younger versions of themselves.
Okay, that's a
in
little bit of
the movie.
Yeah, whatever.
They do. It's flashback stuff, of course. It's always happens in this movie. Florence Pugh's younger version has an American accent and speaks complete American style English. And it's like, oh, when she's adult, she just now has the very thick Russian accent. And it's like, if you're a spy, you would get rid of that. Like, Scarlett Johansson is older, and you would think, oh, she's from that area. She would have the harder time adjusting to an American accent. But no.
I have thoughts on that, but I don't want to get into spoilers just yet. I would like to talk about the opening of the film, which I thought was very well done and brought important issues in the world to light. The first 15 minutes of this film were very harrowing, and I think makes this film as good as it is. The film probably would have been a lot more mediocre if it wasn't for the opening. And if we're ready to talk a little bit about spoilers.
Oh, yeah, here's a spoiler. This song uses a better use of a Nirvana song than Captain Marvel.
That's not a spoiler, but whatever.
It's a thing that happens in the movie.
But this movie, one of the main themes of it is the horrors of human trafficking, which is... Did you not understand that part of the movie?
I kind of got it, but my immediate thought was it's human trafficking. My thought was, I guess that is human trafficking.
What were you going to say?
I was just going to say kidnapping, but that's
Yes.
human trafficking.
Yeah, but yeah, basically the horrors of
I am
human
an
trafficking,
idiot.
especially
I'm sorry.
especially of young women and girls, and it's an important subject that you don't see very many movies tackle. Taken being the major one that does, and I might be forgetting some others, but you hardly see a major blockbuster tackle this issue, which I think was good that they did that, and it made the movie kind of it gave stakes to the movie where you wouldn't necessarily have stakes otherwise. Dang it, now I'm hungry.
Although it's not the first MCU property that deals with human trafficking.
Daredevil.
Yes. Which
But
is
apparently
an
that's
awesome
not
fight
canon.
scene. I don't know. I say it is. It's
Kevin
canon with
Feige
another
says it's
thing.
not canon.
Well,
I like Kevin Feige, but I like Daredevil too, so...
I say it is, but it can be and not be at the same time, thanks to another show that I'm
Like
not going to-
Schrodinger's cat.
Yes, it can be. Because another show
but
goes
in order to do
very
that-
weird, going, this is our way, and then goes...
But in order for Schrodinger's cat to happen, we have to not open up the box. We want them to open up the box because Charlie Cox needs to be in the MCU proper. And I have a feeling we might get that wish fulfilled sooner rather than later. But, anyways, to deal with your whole accent thing, I believe that the reason that Black Widow didn't have an accent is because if you're away from an area for so long, you kind of change your accent in a way. Because, for example, I've known people who have been in a certain area, and it just takes them, as soon as they move to a certain area, they have a different accent in like 3 years. Florence Pugh, who has been in Russia for a good portion of her life in the movie, she would have the Russian accent. And when in the beginning of the movie, when she was a kid, she was not in Russia.
I disagree with that because if you're a spy, your accent would imitate the ones of, well, it either would be your base language, though, whatever you started off young, or what language, it'd be based more on the accent of that language. Like, if an American taught somebody English, they would not have a British accent unless they're British, but that would make no sense.
But
yes.
But part of the thing is you kind of adapt. Like, for example, different areas in the United States have different accents. So she could have been in an area where they have a little bit more of a...
And that's not the language that would be she would speak there, though. That's like where your theory kind of falls, because it's not like, I don't know. I'm being weird. Sorry, that's a.
Anyways,
well,
this
please
part's probably
put
edited out.
your thoughts on the whole accent thing, because we're really curious about what you all think.
I mean, I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying, yeah, it kind of makes sense in terms of the movie, or just in general knowledge.
I disagree, but
and younger people can change their accents very quickly. I have known people who immigrated from other countries, and as soon as they immigrate here, their other country had English and their native language, and once they moved here, the younger they were, the more their language and dialect adapted.
Alright.
And so I'm like, as young as she moved, that's why.
My issue is it's with Black Widow. She still has that accent, and it's like, oh, okay, if you're with this person, you'd kind of drop that accent, so you just do your natural voice, so they know what it's like. Anyways, on to a more important matter of time messing up. They did a very bad error, at least in my opinion. I could be wrong, actually. I could be wrong on this. But they have a certain toy in there that I'm pretty sure wasn't made in the year that they said it was, because it's modeled after, I guess, a newer series. Can I say what the series is? Or is that a spoiler? Okay. It's a great series known as My Little Pony. It looks like they have one from the Friendship is Magic era, which is like the current one, not the ones from in the 90s. I could be wrong on that. They could have had toys that looked like that back then.
When did Friendship is Magic come out? I cannot believe I am saying those words.
Friendship is Magic came around like 2010.
Oh, you're saying when they were kids?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that's my issue with it.
John.
Overanalyzing?
Time travel exists in this universe. And you're nitpicking My Little Pony toys.
Well, I could nitpick a language barrier stuff of the whole entire MCU of, okay, why does the Guardians of the Galaxy know English? Peter Quill, yes. But that wouldn't be the language that that everybody would be speaking all the time.
There could be some sort of language translating technology.
I guess they do address that. That's the one thing I will give Captain Marvel, is that they finally introduced that. They actually said that in the line of dialogue.
And see, that took place in the 90s, and because it's space, everybody in
like
space
that. Okay, I was like, that's the thing that makes somewhat sense. But it's just a lot of things. It's like people are speaking English when they wouldn't be. Like, it sounds weird. The main characters, when English is not their first language, so you would think, oh, they would talk in their native language. Because doesn't that one person even talk English at certain points when it's everybody else is of his native language as well?
Which person are you talking about? We're already talking spoilers.
Red Guardian.
I guess. I don't... John, you gotta remember, I was kind of dozing off a little bit.
Yeah.
During the parts where there was the most talking.
It's a weird thing I nitpick.
But the ending was kind of good.
It's a good movie.
It's yeah.
Actually,
watch it. What's your score for the movie?
Us saying watch it is kind of a mute point, because it's either you like Marvel movies or you don't. So it's not like this is going to.
And at this point, if you already watched this far in the video, you most likely already watched the film, because we were already talking spoilers.
Okay, score.
Go ahead, give yours.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
Oh wow, I give it a 10 out of 10. I feel like you're higher on it than I am. I grade on a curve. Meaning, if I like, I know it may not be that great, honestly, but I liked it that much. I give the beer definitely 10 out of 10.
It's a thumbs up for me. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm a little bit harsher. Okay, I guess for you, I would still say 10 out of 10. I guess with your weird scoring.
Yeah. If I have a major flaw or a pretty decent flaw with something, like for example, if you follow me on Letterboxd, which if you should, or if you don't, you should. It's under Cinnabon18. You'll see that I have Zack Snyder's Justice League out of 9. I didn't really have any major flaws with that. You'll also see that I have Coming to America, the sequel, out of 9. Actually, I might have just changed that to an 8. But I also have Mortal Kombat at an 8. My scale is weird. I also have F9 at a 6, because I just really wasn't a big fan of that.
Oh.
And I have The United States vs. Billie Holiday at a 2 out of 10, because I didn't like it. But
he watches really good movies. I do not. Which brings up to a point.
Movies,
please. There's a movie that just came out this year that I want to know if you would like him to see. And review it with me. If you like us reviewing, please comment him, spam him, just saying how much you like us, our weird banter. If not, we get it. We're sorry that you're putting up with this. But there's a movie called Black Easter that I want him to watch and review. And it is entertaining. Not necessarily as a great film, but as something.
please no.
Please yes.
I will do it if I have to, but
Please.
He's been trying to get me to watch Velocipaster for years.
That movie as well. Would
No.
you like to see a review of that?
I don't want to do a review of that movie. That's too old.
Or Loquisha. Or how about even an older movie that we should do?
Cannibal Holocaust?
No. One that's like right up my alley.
Step Brothers?
Nope. Tammy and the Dinosaur. Or is it Tammy and the T-Rex?
Tammy and the T-Rex.
Tammy and the T-Rex.
And if I watch one of those movies, you have to watch Wet Hot American Summer review it with me.
I will do that. I will gladly review that movie.
Alright, I guess we'll do that when we have time. But right now we do not have time.
Alright.
Thank you for watching. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. Please follow me on Twitter, which is... Oh gosh, I don't even know what my Twitter is. It's in the link below. Please follow me on Twitch, which is Cinnabon18. You can follow him on...
Facebook, BonJohndy, BonJohndy.
That's, you're on that on Facebook under that?
No, I'm talking about YouTube.
That you said Facebook.
Did I? Okay.
You can find him on Facebook.
Yes.
I mean, if you look at some of my old videos, you can. His first name is John.
That's a secret.
I've said it like 1,000 times in this video. And if you look at my older videos, you can see what our last name is. If you actually want to friend him on Facebook, I apologize, but you can reverse engineer what his Facebook name is. And you've seen his face. So, I mean, you can...
And I didn't break the camera!
Yeah, you can follow him on YouTube as BonJohndy. He posts some Rock Band stuff and some other weird stuff, but he hasn't posted in a little bit.
Nah.
He's also on Twitter, I think. I don't know. I don't follow you on Twitter.
BonJohndy on Twitter as well.
BonJohndy.
I very post on that too.
Yeah, I post on Twitter more than he does.
I'm on it, but I don't post usually.
Yeah.
Alright.
But thank you for watching. Again, please follow socials. You don't have to pay attention if you don't want to us. But following helps us out. Cinnabon18, signing out.
And BonJohndy too.